I was in 7th grade. I walked up to the podium, afraid that my heart might actually break my chest open because it was beating so hard. Clearly, I didn't know much about science. As I started my speech about my struggles being a dyslexic student, my fear turned into more than just shaky legs and sweaty palms. I actually started having an asthma attack. So this time, I brought an inhaler. This is just one example of many of how seriously I took stuff in middle school. My whole life before high school, I put an inordinate amount of pressure on myself to do the right thing and be mature. Having dyslexia meant that starting in 3rd grade, instead of going to soccer practice after school with the rest of my grade, I needed to leave school early to go to language and speech pathology 3 times a week and tutoring twice a week. I was way overprepared to stress myself out in MA. I needed to work harder and develop skills that my classmates didn't need to worry about. I also had to worry about my numerous medical ailments. And no, I'm not a hypochondriac. Oh my goodness. Maybe I am. My heart is beating kind of fast and my palms are a bit sweaty. Should I call a doctor? From allergies to depression, I was dragged around to all types of doctors, which not only took up a lot of my time, but also made me a master of the San Francisco bus system. I even took my job as an 11-year-old babysitter very seriously, showing up to my first job with the resume, made with Crayola marker. As I entered high school, I actually had to learn to be immature. On the first day, I was overwhelmed by the amount of physical contact I encountered in the halls. Previously, hugs were exclusively for family members, but I had to get used to hug and tickle attacks during every break at school. Constant physical affection was an uphill battle. For example, after meeting my peer Sarah Gobo once, I found myself in the cafeteria like a peanut in Central Park, assaulted with love. It was survivor, tickle or be tickled. Later, at my first real hangout, I remember sitting down on a couch that I thought would be soft. "That's so hard," I cried out. "That's what she said," 3 friends quickly shouted in unison. I was shocked to learn everything I had to say was a "that's what she said." In future hangouts, I found myself sitting on the same couch with Callum Coghlan as she berated me, cursing like a sailor about my fudging lack of profanity. Even worse, going to an all-girls school and spending all my time outside of school working through my issues, I didn't have any guy friends before MA. Coming to MA, befriending guys my own age felt weird to me, and I thought I was acting normal around them. Here's an example of a conversation with Francisco freshman year. "Hey, what's up?" "Nothing." How are you?" "Fine." "Okay, bye." That is, until sophomore year, when he informed me I used to be really awkward around guys. Overall, I was academically and emotionally prepared for MA, but actually too mature to fit in. But then things started to change. Before I knew it, I was making poop jokes, going out on Friday nights, and generally letting my weirdness show through instead of calculating everything to make sure it had a purpose. I got involved in plays, starting out strong on the first day of auditions, playing a game called Pruitt, where you walk around in the dark with your eyes closed, trying to find the Pruitt and latch onto them. Unfortunately, I latched onto Maya Sineiko's boob. Worst part is she was not the Pruitt. Great way to make a new friend, right? We knew that going to second base could make me feel less mature. But by this past mini course, I was pretending to eat cat pies, taking the group out at night to visit the horses, and jumping off rope swings in a makeshift bathing suit. Carefree actions I never thought I would be doing. While I still sacrifice things for my sister, only skip school when I'm sick, even when my mom begs me to play hooky, and always do my homework, well, at least before the senioritis kicked in, and that's progress, I have found the importance of the immature side of life, And I hope that throughout high school, you can all find the same joy in acting like a 5-year-old. For my thank you, Mom, no words can describe my love for you. You are crazy, insightful, and loving all in one package. I love you to the moon and back. Thanks for always believing in me. Dad, thanks for dancing around so much when I was born that the doctor told you to calm down. You are so supportive, strong, and hardworking. Even though you awkwardly make us PowerPoints to tell me in Georgia hard news, you always know the right thing to say. Georgia, one of the best days of my life is when you came to MA and started thinking I was cool. While I hate that you steal my clothes, it actually makes me feel good because at least you like my style. You are so wise beyond your years, and I expect daily Skype chats next year. I will miss my best friend. Thanks to Patty, Molly, and all the other homes away from home, you are all so generous. Shout out to my teachers, the youths at City Church, Theta 34, Fire and Oak, Christian Club, my carpool, neighbors and friends, and of course, the class of 2013.